Okay, so there's been an attack on Chernihiv up here in the north of Ukraine. It's about 150 kilometers, I think, from Kiev. It's hit the apartment block in the downtown area. So 3 missiles got through the air defences. This is happening more and more, obviously, as we're getting issues with supplies of missiles to Ukraine. They're going to have to become more dependent on their own systems in the long run, but at the minute it's still very dependent on Europe and the USA. Anyway, this missile attack has hit these apartment building, and 8 civilians have been killed and 18 civilians have been injured in this one apartment block. Now, I don't think all 3 missiles hit the same apartment block. I just think one of them has hit it. Now, we don't know whether this was an interception that caused the missile to then hit the building, or whether it hit the building directly. Either way, it's another case of the civilians getting killed and wounded as a result of this war. Now, this will carry on until we can get, obviously, a peaceful solution. But until then, we need to bolster the defences to stop this happening. These interceptions need to happen far away from the cities and the population centres. They normally would, but they are struggling to deal with the quantity and also the types of drones they're using. They're just getting overwhelmed, and they can't cope with the amount. They don't know. Everything's getting so sophisticated now, where they're sending fake missiles, fake drones, drone swarms. It all confuses the radars, different systems. Bear in mind that Ukraine's got numerous different air defense systems. Got Russian systems, American systems, German systems, UK systems. They've all got to interlink, which they can't do properly, and then identify targets. So are targets being hit individually, or they've been hit numerous times by the same missiles? Either way, there's gaps in defence, and until they get a unified system that they can rely on and they know they can either purchase or build themselves, they're going to have this problem. I think they're doing exceptionally well, but you're going to get missiles that get through. You saw it with Israel. Their air defense system coped extremely well with they got notice there was going to be an attack, got prepared, and everyone got ready for it. Still 1% of the missiles, apparently 1% of the missiles got through. You can't stop everything. Unfortunately, this is what's going to happen. Now, we don't know the circumstances here yet, but it's just always the same situation. So Ukraine will be overwhelmed by missiles. Even if they had full supply, you're never going to be able to cover everything, and you're going to take losses, unfortunately. If you've got explosives flying over civilian areas, things are going to go wrong. It's absolutely terrible. This just keeps on happening. It's heartbreaking. I feel desperately for the Ukrainians, but what can you do? You can only do so much with what you've got, and we're dependent on politics at the minute, which is an incredibly bad idea, because politicians, the way they are slimy little weasels, and they're going to screw everyone into the ground, no matter what country it is. They're out for themselves, and this is the result. You're going to get gaps in your air defences, and unfortunately, civilians, as always, will die. Sorry to hear it. Terrible news. Stay strong.